So what if I told you there are really only 4 ways to earn money, and the one you choose is probably the biggest factor in your entire financial future? We're about to break down Robert Kiyosaki's Cashflow Quadrant and its 5 huge ideas, and we're going to do it all in the next 5 minutes. It all kicks off with this massive question, and I bet you've asked it yourself. Why do some people seem to be working less but earning more, way more, while so many others are just stuck on that hamster wheel, working 60-hour weeks just to tread water? Well, the answer isn't about working harder, it's all about how you earn your money. And Kiyosaki's answer is this thing called the Cashflow Quadrant. It's a really simple grid that splits everyone into 4 groups based on where their money comes from. On the left, you've got E for employee and S for self-employed. And on the right, you have B for business owner and I for investor. The side you live on, according to him, pretty much determines your financial destiny.
Okay, so the biggest, most important thing to get is the difference between the left side and the right side. It's really a clash of 2 totally different philosophies. The left side is all about security through active income, while the right side is chasing freedom through passive income.
Just think about how different these two are. The left side is a direct trade. You give your time, you get money. It feels secure, but if you stop working, the money stops, period. It's also where you get hit with the highest taxes. The right side, though, is playing a totally different game. The goal is freedom. The income is passive, meaning your assets and your systems do the work, not you. The whole equation flips from time is money to systems are money. So let's start with the E quadrant, the employee. This is most of us, right? You have a job and your main driver is security. You trade your time for that predictable paycheck and those benefits. Next up is the S quadrant, self-employed. You don't just have a job, you actually own your job. Think about a doctor or a lawyer or a freelance graphic designer. The big motivation here is independence. But the trap? You are the system. If you go on vacation, your income takes a vacation too. Now let's jump over to the right side. B stands for business owner. And here's the huge difference. You don't own a job, you own a system. Your whole goal is to build wealth by using other people's time and talent to create a business that makes money even when you're not there. And finally, we have the I quadrant, the investor. This is where your money itself is working for you. You use your capital to buy assets like stocks, bonds, real estate that just generate more money. This is the quadrant of true financial freedom.
So what's the first huge takeaway from all of this? It's simple, but it's profound. The type of income you have matters way more than the actual amount.
Think about it like this. A top surgeon in the S quadrant could be making $1 million a year. But that's active income. The second they put down the scalpel, the money stops flowing. Now, imagine an investor in the I quadrant who has $100,000 in cash flow from their assets. That income is passive. It just keeps coming in whether they're working, sleeping, or on a trip. That is the path to real wealth. And that brings us right to the second key idea. You have to start thinking like an asset acquirer, not just like someone trying to get a bigger paycheck. This is the crucial mental shift. You have to stop focusing only on your salary. The real goal isn't just to get a raise. It's to use the money you do have to buy assets, things that put more money back into your pocket month after month without you having to lift a finger. Now, here's where it gets really interesting, because it turns out the government actually encourages this. Takeaway number 3 is that the whole tax system is basically designed to reward people on the right side of the quadrant. See, as an employee, it goes like this. You earn money, the government takes its slice first, and then you get to spend whatever is left. But for a business owner, the order is flipped. You earn money, you spend it on business expenses, and then you pay tax on what's left over. Why? Because the government wants to incentivize people to create businesses and jobs. It's a massive, massive advantage. All right, the 4th takeaway is a big one. It forces us to really question something we've been told our whole lives. It's time to redefine what true financial security actually looks like. We're all taught that a safe, secure job is the ultimate goal, but Kiyosaki says that's just an illusion. Think about it. Relying on a single employer for 100% of your income is actually the riskiest possible situation. Real security doesn't come from a job on the left side. It comes from having the financial know-how to build and own your own income-generating assets on the right side. Which leads us perfectly into our final and most important takeaway. Anyone can start making the shift from the left side of the quadrant over to the right. And look, This is a process. You don't have to quit your job tomorrow. You start on the left side as an employee or self-employed, learning skills and earning that active income. But the key, the absolute key, is to use that income to buy assets or build a side business. Because as those things grow, they start creating passive income, which lets you systematically move away from depending on your job until you're finally on the right side of the quadrant for good. At the end of the day, the entire philosophy really boils down to this one powerful idea. The goal isn't to work harder to climb the corporate ladder, it's to own the ladder itself. You now understand the what and the why of the cash flow quadrant. But applying it, well, that's the hard part. I've broken down the action plan for this in this next video. It's only 4 minutes. Click here to master the habits. That was Cashflow Quadrant in under 5 minutes because I respect your time. If you want to get powerful ideas like this every single week without reading 300-page books, hit that subscribe button. I'll see you in the next explainer. And hey, if you know someone who really needs to hear this message but is, too lazy to read the book, do them a favor and send them this video. It'll save them hours. Thanks for watching.